President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, says his administration is focused on adopting an all-inclusive economic growth policy that would reduce the nation's over-reliance on crude oil earnings. President Muhammadu Buhari stated this at the 25th Annual General Meeting of Stakeholders of the African Export-Import Bank, which was held at the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Our State House correspondent, Ayobami Bashe, has more details in this report.
25 years ago, Africa Export-Import Bank held its first annual general meeting right in this hall. Then, as it is today, the meeting sought to supervise trade and investments across Africa. Today, critical stakeholders in the import and export business are back to where it all began, as the African Export-Import Bank Afreximbank is celebrating a quarter-century of financing and promoting intra-African and cross-continental trade. Present at the 25th Annual General Meeting is President Muhammadu Buhari, who commended the dedication of Afreximbank towards improving trade in Africa. It disclosed his government is determined to enable Nigerians, which brought the introduction of the Social Investment Program.
To date, we have invested aggressively in infrastructure to support our growth potential in agriculture and solid minerals. We are also empowering many Nigerian entrepreneurs in the entertainment and digital economies, to mention a few. Our government stands to enable those who can help themselves, but is equally committed to supporting those who can't.
After the challenging global and African political economic environment, which affected many African economies, due to the fall in global commodity prices, which started in 2017, started to see an easing of these challenges. This was particularly the case for the oil-producing countries on the continent, as oil prices started to pick up, while robust growth in China helped in the improvement of demand for other commodities. This is certainly good news for the continent, and I'm delighted to report that Afreximbank played the role for which it was created with distinction by helping convert what could have been bad when the economic storms hit into a more managed.
Embarking on the signing ceremony, Chairman Dangote Group signed a $650 million loan facility with the African Export-Import Bank, Afreximbank, for its oil refinery project in Nigeria. Also, Africa's Trade Bank based in Egypt also signed a $750 million facility with Nigeria's Development Bank, the Bank of Industry.
It is boldness, vision, courage, tenacity that will transform our continent to what we want it to be. Our vision must never be constrained by any perceived static limitations of our capabilities. It is instructive that Afreximbank was created on a philosophy not dependent on grants and not hinged on grant giving, but has been able to deliver development. While we believe that grants can be good, we must remind ourselves always that no country has ever developed on grants.
After disclosing the report of activities of Afreximbank in 2017, its members said the bank is focused on improving trade and investments across Africa. From the Presidential Villa, Abuja, Ayobami Bashe, reporting for Core TV News.